Hello po. Good afternoon. May we request the poster to be shown again? Parang ang bilis. Ayan. Our topic today is the third lockdown. Paano po maghanda para po sa ating pangatlong lockdown? So, good morning everyone and good afternoon na pala dahil naghahanda po ako sa pangatlong lockdown. I'm Dr. Ana York Bondoc. I am a pulmonary and critical care specialist and I'm also a mom of an 8-year-old and the wife po of Mayor J. So, naghahanda po tayong lahat para sa third ECQ sa NCR. Kami po ay magpapa-lockdown sa probinsya. So, tell us po kung ano po yung mga agam-agam nyo or concerns or something that you'd like to know about the third lockdown and we will be happy to answer your questions. So, at paano po na iba yung third lockdown dun po sa lockdown number 1 and lockdown number 2? Maganda talagang tanong yun, ano? So, follow us on YouTube. Please like and subscribe because we would like to increase our subscribers. Meron din po kaming FB. You can like and subscribe and follow us there. Please put your questions below. Bate, shout out, tanong, babasahin natin lahat yan. Okay, so I prepared po it's a 9-point, kung ano po, tinatanong ko lang kung ano ba talaga gagawin nyo before the lockdown. Okay? So, let's go. Point number 1. Ano nga ba ang gagawin nyo for the lockdown? Miss Reina, are you ready?
Yes, letter A, umuwi sa probinsya, mas safer doon.
Kayo, ikaw, Rains, what's your thought on this?
Magkulong sa bahay, mas safer doon.
Tama rin. I truly agree. That is really
Meron
good.
ako kasunod doon. May kasunod.
Oh.
Magkulong sa bahay, mas safer doon. Magpabakuna and make sure na fully vaccinated.
Yan ang mga good points na gusto kong i-bring up. Since I'm glad that you brought it up because we will be discussing the difference between lockdown 1 and 2 and lockdown 3 and that is actually the presence of the vaccine. So malaking bagay po yan. Okay? So the question is, umuwi sa probinsya, mas safer doon. So tama po yung point ni Ma'am Reyna. Yes, the rate in Metro Manila, of course, this is Metro Manila, no? Marami pong positive dito. Naririnig po natin our hospitals are quickly filling up. Pero it's also a concern din po sa mga provinces. In fact, there are provinces like Cebu, Cagayan de Oro, high risk na rin daw po ang Ilocos, Bacolod, tumataas na rin po yon. Okay, so how do we interpret all of this? Okay, tama po yung sinabi nung aming nurse, Miss Reina. It of course, I cannot say it doesn't matter where you are. Kasi it matters din naman po na kung high density at saka high rate of COVID, kung low density, low rate of COVID, ganoon po, no? But, this is also very important. If you are in Metro Manila, let's say you are here, wala ka namang probinsya, if you stay inside your home and you get vaccinated, you will actually be safe. Okay? So, okay naman sa Metro Manila. Ngayon, if you choose to go home to the province, ano naman po yung maging behavior nyo doon? Are you going to gagala-gala kasi kauwi nyo lang sa probinsya, I haven't seen mommy and daddy since the second lockdown, or barkada. So, mali rin ho yun. So, basically, no matter where you are, you should follow po strictly. Kahit hindi po naka-lockdown yung probinsya nyo, pwede ba tingnan nyo na rin ho yung behavior nyo if it's possible. Cancel your wedding, cancel po yung mga family reunions. This is not the time, okay? Even though there are many provinces that are not going to be joining the lockdown or the ECQ, but still, tingnan po natin yung behavior natin, especially yung groupings of persons, okay? Kung meron po kayong family reunion at hindi kayo kasama dun sa lockdown, alam mo, advice ko sa'yo, tigilan mo si family reunion. So, depends on where you are, but kung hindi naman po, it also depends on your behavior regarding this. Syempre, I'm not going to stop anyone from going to work. Kung kailangan po ba, there will be banks open, shopping will be open, public transport will be open, drugstores and other essential goods will be open. But again, tingnan po natin, if we can avoid getting together during this time, we should avoid it. Okay? So it doesn't really matter where you are. What matters is how you behave. So, yon. And again, sa mga uuwi sa probinsya, please lang ha, high density ang Metro Manila. So, there are provinces going to be requiring antigen tests. Kung galing po ng Metro Manila, If you haven't been exposed, okay lang. Pero kung may suspicion na po, pwede ba isolate? Kasi baka kayo ho ang carrier doon po sa probinsya nyo at magkagulo pa. Okay? Next po. Grocery or mamalengke? Sana may pera tayong grocery or pamamalengke. But yes, it's not bad naman po to prepare with some foodstuffs for your family. Again, wise buying lang po. Not naman ho lahat ng junk foods itatangay ho sa bahay. And again, it's only 2 weeks, guys. So of course, we don't know kung hahaba. I'm praying na hindi. All government officials are telling us na hanggang 2 weeks na lang talaga. Wala naman po masama sa grocery or pamamalengke. Okay? Next po. Can you please read the next?
Letter C, bumili ng reseta ng gamot sa mga magulang at seniors.
Ay, totoo yan. This is really good. If you have extra money, and I am conscious of the financial situation of everyone, ano? Di naman ho lahat ng tao makakabili. But kung meron lang, okay, bumili na po kayo ng kahit 2 weeks stock. Kasi baka ho lumabas pa si mother or si father or si lolo at si lola because you didn't buy, especially kung ibang bahay kayo. So kung kaya lang po, essentials, medicines and drugs are essentials. Okay?
Letter D, inaasikaso ang mga employees or business.
Well, this is really the job of a responsible employer. Napakahirap po talagang magkaroon ng business ngayon. My God, patay-patay. Yung umaarangkada na lang po sana, bigla na lang, wala na naman. So if you have something na konting set aside po for your employees, ewan ko kung sino ba yung may set aside, take it into your heart na lang po na tumulong, do something that you can for your employees. Kasi if everybody po would take care of their employees and yung mga katrabaho, malaking bagay na po yung bayanihan. Again, kung kaya lang po. We all know that this economic lockdown, 210 billion, 210 B daw ang mawawala just for 2 weeks. So, ganun ho katindi. And for the owners of small businesses, restos, ganun po, talagang nightmare na talaga to. Pero, kung kaya lang po, naku, points na ho yan sa taas. Okay?
Letter E, nag-haircut at nagtina ng buhok.
Ikaw, Reyna, may plano ko bang magpa-haircut bago yung lockdown?
Oh my God, Randy is the one doing all of our hair. And I'm doing yung hair din niya. So,
okay, good.
Since lockdown yun last year.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, I posed this question to my classmates who are all doctors. Marami pong nagsabi na they're already purchasing their own hair dye. So, baka Garnier or Clairol might be a good idea. It's actually kind of, ako nga, dun sa pinagpuputol ng buhok ko, I would like to inquire kung bakunado silang lahat eh. Kasi, yung parlor sarado eh. So, medyo, yun lang talaga. I don't know, baka maghanap ako ng marunong mag-highlights sa bukid. Miss Kat, magrekomenda ka, okay? But anyway, I'm just praying naman it's only for 2 weeks, hindi naman magiging disaster yung buhay nyo. But really, a salon is a confined place. Matindi rin po ang marami hong salon. Wala naman ako alam na salon na open air eh. So talaga po ang salon talaga naka-aircon po yan eh. So, yun lang. Okay?
Letter F, nagbakasyon at last minute.
Meron akong kilalang ganito. Parang, oh my God, magla-lockdown na. Hindi pa kami nakapagbakasyon, sumugod to other places. Ikaw, Reyna, anong comment mo dito?
I think I got used to, alam mo before lockdown, Doktora, meron na akong practice or diba, I got Aki and Andy. So, na-lockdown talaga ako sa bahay. So, yung mga vacation, hanggang
Parang
sa panaginip na lang po. Opo.
Well, actually, ako talaga, it's good to go out for mental health reasons. Kaya lang, nagla-lockdown na po tayo dahil marami na hong Delta eh. So, as you go on vacation ngayon, hindi na kasing safe nung 2 months ago. So, yun ho, talagang, I would not, siguro drive around na lang, pero yung mag-stay pa sa isang lugar and then, rushing back. Uh, Maybe it's not the right time anymore. Maybe 2 months ago, kami ho actually, honestly, nagpunta po kaming Clark 2 months ago. And then last month. So maybe at that time, it was still okay. Though actually, gusto ko lang i-reveal na yung nagbuhat po ng luggage namin, naging positive sa hotel. So that's why it's very good for you to wear mask and face shield kahit ano pa. So hindi po kami ni-nervous kasi whatever encounter we had, we were wearing mask and face shield. But, dangerous siya talaga. Look what happened. Oh. Would I vacation now? Ang feeling ko, kung andyan na si Delta, so talagang, ano po, I would not risk it. If you just wanna drive around muna at tumingin po ng mga tanawin habang pwede pa, that could be a good idea. Pero going to restos right now and things like that, maybe no. Maybe no. At kung kayo po ay nagbabakasyon, please come back to Metro Manila kasi ECQ na po. Okay?
Letter G, nagpalista sa bakuna.
Ayan. This is very, very, very important. Okay? Nagkakaroon po tayo ng ECQ and lockdown to give the national government time to vaccinate and the mayors in Metro Manila time to vaccinate. Right now po raw we are at 30% vaccinated in Metro Manila. Malaki po yan. Considering na Vietnam, 300,000 pa lang naman nababakunahan nila. Sa Pilipinas po, we're all approaching 8 million. Ngayon, the mayors are asking for more time po. Kaya nagka-lockdown Kasi we hope to vaccinate up to 45 to 50% po of Metro Manila. Malaking bagay na yon. Okay? So, what I can say, if you are a senior, if you have a comorbid condition, please, talagang use this time para magpalista. Okay? What you should be doing now is making lista your entire house. Kung tapos na po kayo, you should be recruiting your friends, your workmates, your employees, your barkada. And make sure that they are all listed. Okay? At kausapin na po sila lahat ng personal. Kung boss po kayo, kausapin nyo na lahat ng empleyado nyo. If you have a barkada, talk to all the barkada members. If you have mga titos and titas na medyo nininervous pa, you have to talk to them. This is the time to talk to everyone na magpalista na po and magpabakuna. Kasi, otherwise, if we don't vaccinate, we'll just keep on repeating the same lockdowns, okay? So, kailangan po talaga, this is really the time to have difficult conversation. Na kung ina-avoid nyo po yung topic, huwag nyo na pong i-avoid at talagang idikdik nyo na ho ngayon talaga na hindi na po biro itong Delta and that people need to be vaccinated. So bakit number one, himayin natin yun, bakit hindi biro yung Delta? Number one, the Delta virus is more transmissible. Mas nakakahawa. Sipin mo ho, kung 100 ang capacity ni original COVID, si anak ng COVID which is Delta or yung pinakamalakas at pinakamatinding anak ng COVID which is Delta, ang lakas niya, you could put it as 300. Okay? Or sabihin po natin, sinasabi po nila, if there was a jeep at may sumakay pong may COVID at nagtagal, walang mask, dalawa po yung mahahawa. Ngayon, with the Delta, sabihin natin Delta, sumakay yung mama, puno yung jeep, 6 o 7 po yung mahahawa. So that's what I mean. Okay? That's what we mean. Kasing hawa na po siya ng chickenpox. Meron pa ngang mga CCTV galing daw sa Australia na naggano na lang yung mga tao, may nahawa pa. Okay? So, this is serious and something po na talagang dapat po nating we should take it into account. Okay? So, number one, bakit siya mas dangerous? Kasi sobra siya nakakahawa. And number two, people are saying, Doktora, kung hindi naman mas nakakamatay yung Delta, why should we panic? Well, kasi ganito po yun. As more and more people get sick, let's say they're all not vaccinated, 20% po talaga doon. Let's say 100 people got sick, 20% po talaga doon, hospital. Ma-hospital talaga. Required yung hospital. Okay? So the more halimbawa, the more nakakahawa, from 100 naging 1,000. So, ano na po yun, from 100 naging 20, so 2,000 na po yun, ano po. So, as we get to a larger number, the 20% gets larger and larger. Okay? So, ano mangyayari? Susugod lahat sila sa ER. ano mangyayari? Mapupuno si ER o saan na naman yung mga tao? Nasa tent. O pagdating sa tent, mamamatay sila kasi kulang na po yung oxygen, kulang yung nurse, kulang yung ventilator. Lahat na ho kulang. Kasi we do not have the health capacity of the US. So yun po yung reason kung bakit dapat ilimit yung mga positive. Ngayon, bakit kailangan mabakunahan? Kasi po, eto lang 80% of, nag-release lang po yung PGH today. 86% of those na naka-hospital sa PGH ay walang bakuna. So basically, yung mga hindi po bakunado, yun talaga yung na-ospital. Yung mga bakunado, konti lang po yung na-ospital. At ang balita ko pa sa PGH, na ospital lang sila dahil nurse sila. Okay? So basically, yung mga empleyado yun, that they went into the hospital just because for monitoring at kilala. But basically, if you are vaccinated po, pwede ka pang magkaroon ng COVID. Okay? Pwede ka pa rin makahawa ng COVID. That is the reason for the mask and the face shield and the social distancing. Pero, number 3 talaga, yung risk mo talaga ng pagiging ma-hospital ka, mababa. And number 4, yung risk mong na mamamatay ay mababa pa rin. Okay, but again, the risk is not zero. But still, it is better to be vaccinated than not vaccinated. Okay, lalo na po sa senior. Ang non-vaccinated senior, ang rate po ng death is 15%. Okay? So, ang tindi nun, that's not a small number. So, yun lang po. I think this is the difference between lockdown number 1 and lockdown number 2. Lockdown number 3 has the potential po never again to be locked down. 2 people said that already. Kung mabakunahan po natin ang entire Metro Manila or what we can do in Metro Manila, bababa talaga yung COVID rate natin. Kasi kami lang ho sa province namin, honestly, yung mga nag-positive, galing ng Metro Manila lahat eh. May matitrace ka talagang galing ng Metro Manila. Ang trabaho lang talaga po ng mayor sa bawat bayan, kunin po yung mga positives sa probinsya, ilagay sa quarantine at pauwiin. Kung gagawin po natin talaga yan, titigil po yung Delta sa inyong probinsya. Pero in Metro Manila, because people need to go out, people need to work, nagpapatong-patong ang mga bahay, may MRT, may public transport, ang hirap po talagang i-isolate yung mga tao. And the only way that we can avoid an India-like situation is to keep vaccinating. Okay? So, number 1, kung hindi pa napalista, palista na. Number 2, kung nalista na pero hindi natatawag, kulitin po si barangay kung nasan po yung pangalan ng inyong pinalista. Saan pwedeng magpalista? Where you live and where you work. Pwede po yun. Where you live and where you work, whichever po will come first, doon kayo. Okay? So yun ang malinaw that's the number 1 job of everybody, magpalista. Number 2, kung tapos na po yung inyong pamilya, move out into your circle of friends, into your barkada, into your classmates, into your FBs, Viber groups, at ulanin nyo sila na kailangan nila magpalista ng good information. Okay?
Letter H, mag-pray na lang dahil talagang hirap na sa financials.
Well, I think that's 99.9% of all Filipinos. Wala pong hindi nahihirapan sa financials ngayon. I promise you. But again, I truly agree it's a difficult time. Kaya lang, if we reach an India-like situation, and I'd like to share, sa Indonesia po, 18,000 a day. Sa Thailand po, 18,000 a day. Sa Malaysia, 18,000 a day. Sa Pilipinas, wala pa tayo doon and we don't wanna get to that point. Okay? So, yes, it's really tough. It's really hard. And ayokong sabihin na hindi, okay lang yun. Hindi okay yun, okay? But what, do we have a choice? Okay, and the second issue, should we pray? Yes, definitely we should pray. Kaya lang, ang ano ko lang dito is, hanggang doon na lang ba? Aside from praying, we need to fight. And how do we fight sa sitwasyon na to? How do we fight? Ano ba i-fight natin? Sino ba kalaban natin? First of all, ang gobyerno hindi natin kalaban, ha? And whether dilawan ka, DDS or whatever, please cooperate your best, okay? And stop fighting the government o pagod ka lang. Ang kalaban po natin is COVID, okay? It's COVID. So stop fighting po among each other and ilabanan po natin yung COVID. How to fight? Number 1, ilista nga, palista lahat. Fight. May tools na po tayo. That's the bakuna. Ilista po lahat ng kamag-anak, and get your entire household vaccinated. Number two, fight the fake news. Huwag naman ho yung girahin yung fake news, but definitely do not pass on the fake news. Huwag nyo na hong awayin yung fake news, literal, just ignore them. And number three, keep on passing the good news. Kasi if all good people will stay silent, ay Diyos ko, pangangababaw yung fake news. Okay? So I would agree it's okay to pray, but more than praying, we need to act. Kasi sabi nila, prayer without action, eh, kulang din ho yun. Okay? So, pray and act.
Nagalit sa gobyerno at sa mga pasaway.
Well, I can't stop you from being angry. I also was in shock about my business, about my employees, about everything. But, upon hearing all the proper explanations, naliwanagan din po ako kung bakit kailangan. Natanggap ko rin po. And more than that, I want to know now what is my part and what should I do. Okay? Sa mga pasaway, pagsabihan po natin sila, especially if they are known family members. Kasi yung mga pasaway, may pamilya din ho yun eh. And malaking bagay po talaga yung impluensya ng pamilya. If you can stop people from, doing things na hindi po talaga makakatulong sa ating COVID effort. At kung anak nyo ho yun na nagkakalat sa daan o mister nyo o kayo nagkakalat ng fake news, pasaway po kayo. And please, pulisin nyo na yung sarili nyo at pulisin nyo ho yung mga kapitbahay po at yung kasambahay. And mga family and relatives po na pasaway. This is really a time po for all of us to work together. Yun po yun talaga.
Letter J, wala. Sanay na kami. With a crying emoji.
May crying emoji pa. Hindi ba ma-picture yun si crying emoji? Well, yes, definitely, we have had lockdowns previously. And I think this is what has made the Philippines successful na na-stop talaga. Wala pa tayo sa India levels talaga. At kinongratulate nga po tayo ng WHO. Kung tingnan mo yung kapitbahay natin, we are really in a good state. Kaya lang, we cannot stop there because we really have a big population. OFWs are returning every day. And talagang ganun po talaga. Meron at meron darating sa Pilipinas at yung mga yun ay may Delta. Sa pagkakalat po ng Delta, there will be community and local transmission. But again, parang the way I wrote this caption, parang frustrated siya and depressed and maybe angry. But natural lang po talaga yon. Yung mga emosyon ng mga tao, mataas ngayon eh. But um, we have to accept it and we have to do our part. And kailangan po nating lumaban. Yun lang po. That's all I could say. Yes, sanay na tayo sa lockdown, but this lockdown is different because there is something that we can do now, and that is to be vaccinated and to convince others to be vaccinated. So yun po talaga yung, I think that is the game changer in this lockdown, and I hope that we will all take advantage of this. Kasi po, this is not only, the time is not only for the mayors to vaccinate, tayo rin para malista natin yung sarili natin, makagawa po tayo ng paraan na yung buong pamilya po natin malista. So that makabangon po ang Pilipinas at malabanan po natin ang Delta variant. So to everyone, I know it's a concerning situation. It's sad. It can be depressing, pero there is hope at the end of all of this. And that hope po is that we can vaccinate 70% or 80% of the Philippines para po we can be free from COVID netong bare months and we can enjoy the holidays and hopefully the rest of the 2021 and sana 2022 na rin and onwards with our family. So, wag po tayo, I was depressed myself, but now I've accepted the situation. I've moved on. I'm starting to educate persons again. And magtulungan na lang po tayo talaga sa sitwasyon na to. Hashtag Laban Pilipinas. Okay? Magandang, is it 6 o'clock? Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
From Miss Ednalina Quilon Rojo. Hello, Doktora. Ingat po lagi. God bless.
You can also project some of the answers dun sa poster. Okay? Because a lot of people have picked up on the quiz. Okay.
From Miss Gloria Cruz. And Doktora ha, hindi ko masyadong, pero tatry ko. And na mayari. Good evening po, Doktora. Watching from Caloocan City. Di naman pwede umuwi Pampanga, silip-silip na naman sa bahay, wala nang labasan.
That's a good, that is a good plan to stay at home and to go out when necessary. Kasi kailangan naman ho tayong mamalengke na we need to go to the bank and stuff. Pero yung non-essentials, wag na po muna. Yes. Stay put ho muna sa Caloocan and thanks for sharing that.
From Miss Hides Marquez, pray na lang po dahil sa hirap po ng buhay. Yung mga UV Express na tinulungan po ninyo, Doktora, para magkaprangkisa noon hanggang ngayon 1 taon at kalahati na, di pa rin nakakabiyahe. Isa po si Mr. Codon, driver siya. Kaya more on prayers na lang. Diyos lang nakakaalam kung kailan matatapos ang pandemya. Tapos yung mga parents ko, nagpa-vaccine ko na po sila. May panlaban na sila. God bless po, Doktora, and keep safe.
Wow, that's good. Um, thank you so much. Yes, may tinulungan po ako magka-prangkisa from Apalit to Quezon City, I believe. I'm sorry, hindi po kayo nakalabas. Is there some reason na hindi po kayo nakakalabas? Kasi I know the public transport naman po, nag-ease naman eh. So I really don't know what is the, baka may ibang issues na hindi po nabanggit. Um, if ever po, you can bring it up po, tingnan po natin. With regards to your parents, congratulations. That is a very good effort. Sana po, not only the parents, but even all your kids po and yourself and your husband. Okay? Keep safe po.
From Miss Riza Agustin, pray na lang po para mawala ang COVID at para may darating na biyaya.
True. Agree. And again, Ma'am Riza, bakunado na po ba ang pamilya niyo?
From Miss RV Cruz Quirino, pray na lang po kasi wala namang pong choice. Ipasa Diyos na lang po lahat ng bagay at ipagpatuloy pa din po ang buhay.
True. But again, I don't like just praying eh. I like praying and fighting. Sa akin lang yun, ha? And you know what? What I like about this, people often ask me, Doktora, how can I be a fighter? I'm a mom here in my house. Hello, may FB ka ba? Are you spreading fake news? Are you guiding your FB friends? Are you posting that your parents got vaccinated? Are you sharing po yung kasi may mga forms po yung bawat LGU. Sinishare mo ba sa mga barkada mo? Uy, i-fill up mo na to. Ganun. So, tinutulungan mo ba yung parents mo? I-follow up po natin sa barangay kung bakit hindi pa kayo tinatawag. 'Di ba? There's a lot of things now that we can personally do it. Dati, because of walang social media, parang wala tayo, we feel powerless. Ngayon, you are an influencer. Kayo po influencer. Influencer kayo ng family niyo. Of course, pray pa rin.
From Milo Di Briones Borandia, pray na lang po, Doktora. Sobrang hirap po. Doble ingat din. Keep safe po sa ating lahat. God bless.
Tama naman yan, mom. Doble ingat. I truly agree, doble ingat po.
From Duan Marilyn, wala. Sanay na kami at mag-pray na lang kay Lord para ilayo tayo sa virus na ito.
Prayers can help. And I'm glad na alam na niya, parang feeling niya, she knows already what to do. And I'm glad for that. Kasi ang hirap po to keep educating persons. Maganda po na educated na po yung ating public.
From Miss Yabut Angelina Paronda, gusto ko sanang umuwi sa probinsya, kaya lang di maaari, kaya bumili na lang konting grocery kasi yun lang kaya para pagsaluhan naming pamilya at planong mag-redecorate sa bahay. Kami ng mga anak ko habang hinaharap namin ang aming padre pamilya mula sa kanyang trabaho. Bilang dizer, manunood kami ng TV.
Okay, good po yan. Take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of your husband. You've done a good job. And your parents, pabakunan nyo.
From Miss Leila Obsina, for me, bumili ng essential goods at pagkatapos stay at home na po. Makinig ng balita at magdasal ang pinaka-the best na gagawin. Life must go on kahit mahirap po kakayanin. Sunod na rin po sa protocol.
Lahat po yan, it's excellent advice. Thank you, Miss Laila, for sharing that. Ang ganda. Truly. Actually, lahat naman tama rin yung sinabi nila. Dinagdagan ko lang ng konti. Pero wala naman pong mali. Wala pa akong mali. It's all good. And what I could see is talagang yung efforts nandun. Yung efforts.
From Miss Eugenia Nebrida, para po sa akin, Doktora, pray po tayo palagi. Stay po sa bahay, kailangan po magtiwala tayo sa ating Panginoong Jesus. Hindi niya tayo pababayaan at hindi iwanan. Malalagpasan po nating lahat yan. Mabuhay po kayo. God bless us all.
Tama yan, ma'am. God bless us all. Magaganda. Ikaw, Reyna, what do you think of the insights?
Mukhang sanay na po, Doktora.
Ako
Ito
naman,
yung,
I felt a lot of hope. Oo. Sanay na nga. But sanay in a positive way, ha?
Christian Pagkanlungan, Doc, bakit kailangan uli ng lockdown kung mataas naman ang recovery rate?
Ay, sinagot ko ito. And I would like to answer this also. Thank you so much, Christian, for that. Lots of people are asking, Pero, the Delta, if you think about it, yun nga, di ba, I told you, kung may pumasok dati na mama sa loob ng jeep na may positive na COVID, dalawa po ang makahawa sa katabi niya. Ngayon, kung yung mamang yun po ay may dalang Delta variant ng COVID, ang mahawa po ay 6. Okay? So, ganun katindi, kumbaga. Mas sobrang nakakahawa. Okay, so granted, nahawa na nga yung 6. And super daming, yung 6 nakahawa rin ng 6. So, 36 na yun, ano? And the 36, just keep on going, okay? Plus, ang very scary po sa Delta, wala pa ho talagang sintomas sa mga tao, nagkakalat na po sila. So basically, they are very, very nakakahawa. Kahit wala pa ho silang nararamdaman. So yung mga tao, iikot di po talaga nila alam na meron po silang Delta variant ng COVID. So ngayon, as we become more nakakahawa at maraming nahahawa, the 20% po na ma-hospital, yun po talaga yung problem natin. Kasi habang, alam 100 lang ang positive every day, di 20 lang ang nasa hospital. Pero kung 1,000, dumadami na, no? Parami ng parami, the 20% goes higher. And this is for the unvaccinated. So we need to have a lockdown para majority of the people will be vaccinated. So ang mangyayari na lang, in the future, ito Reyna yung sinabi, narinig ko rin ito sa MMDA at sa DOH. Halimbawa, may na-positive sa mga empleyado mo, tatawag na lang, boss, na-positive ako sa COVID, 3 araw lang ako dito or 1 week, then I can go back to work na. Don't worry about me, relax ka lang. O ano bang masama doon? O 'di ba, nandun lang yung tao sa bahay. Since bakunado siya, hindi naman siya ma-hospital, hindi naman siya mamamatay. So after 7 days or 10 days or whatever, babalik na po si employee. Oh, boss, I'm here. Okay, go. Trabaho na. Hindi kaya maganda yon. So that is the goal po of vaccinating, which is para when you get vaccinated, yung risk mo talaga na ma-hospital bababa. Yung risk mo talaga na mamamatay super baba po. Okay? So that is why we need to have a lockdown so that we can vaccinate everyone. Kasi kung talaga sabi po ng mga mayor, kung puno na ho yung lahat ng ospital, tapos nag-house to house sila, nagbibigay ng ayuda, kinukuha yung mga kulang, wala nang magbabakuna. Okay? Next po. But thank you for that, Christian. Kasi napag-isipan ko rin po yung sagot ko sa inyo.
From Mr. Ori Tugog, Doc, yung Delta ba pwedeng sa mata pumasok?
Sorry, what is the question? Oh, sorry.
Yung Delta variant po ba pwedeng sa mata pumasok?
It is possible kasi may mucous membranes po yung mata natin. And as the Delta is on our hands and we rub it into our eyes and then we touch our face, then we touch our nose, dire-diretso na lang po yan. And that is the reason for the face shield. Okay? So, ingatan din po, do not touch your eyes.
From Trisha Ann Carlos Tarayaw, Doctora, would herd immunity prevent Delta variant and future mutation of COVID-19?
Yes, malaking bagay po yan, Ma'am Tricia. What is herd immunity? Paki-project lang, HERD. Lalagay ko lang ano para makita po nila. Parang maybe I haven't talked enough about this concept. Wait lang ah. Ayan. Yes, what is the concept of herd immunity? Yan. A virus po survives by jumping from host to host. Okay? Ang virus po, hindi po pwedeng mabuhay kung wala po sa loob ng katawan ng tao. Like a virus cannot live on a table or a book or your food. It needs to live inside a person. Okay? Ngayon, pag maraming hindi po bakunado, it is easy for the virus to jump from person to person. But if somebody has immunity, mas mahirapan po yung virus na mag-jump, jump, jump po. No? And so if there is herd immunity po, mababawasan po talaga. Like everyone is vaccinated, everyone's okay, everyone's nag-iingat. Though man nahahawaan din po yung mga positive, yung mga nabakunahan, the risk pa rin po is much lower. So, parang ano yan eh, as we reach, I would have said kasi dati, na once we reach herd immunity, mawawala na yung ano, Delta or COVID. Pero, studies are showing that even we vaccinate 70% of the people, I do believe that COVID will be here to stay. But, the hospitalization and the death will be really low. Iyon po yung malaking bagay. So herd immunity is very important kasi there will be people po na ano na hindi po natin mababakunahan talaga yung 100%. Okay? And then number two is, meron talaga mga tao with bad uh, bad immune systems. These people, kung minsan hindi tinatablan ng bakuna. But if everyone around you is vaccinated, yung safety nyo po, uh, tataas kasi wala na pong malilipatan yung virus. So that is the concept po of herd immunity. To keep, sabi nga po nila, no one is safe until everyone is safe. Kasi, eto lang halimbawa bakuna ka ng bakuna ng booster sa sarili mo. Yung buong Pilipinas hindi bakunado. So the variants will continue to kasi the virus will continue to replicate po eh. As the virus replicates, more variants are being born. So, dadami lang po yan at hindi po matatapos yung problema. So, yes, we need to reach herd immunity sa Pilipinas. That's around 70 to 80% po vaccinated with 2 shots.
From Mr. Orly Tugog, kung ma-stock ng mga food, make sure may vitamin D. Tama po ba, Doc?
Oo naman. Yes, we all need vitamin D. Good yun. And again, you can get vitamin D from the sun. But there's nothing wrong. Opo, that's good. Opo.
Okay. From Miss May Guarin Ellie, hello po, Doktora. Is it true na meron na pong lambda variant sa Peru? Please educate us about it. Maraming salamat po.
Ma'am, these are called variants of concern. Okay? What is a variant? Maraming variant. Okay? Kasama na ho dun yung Philippine variant. Okay? Yung tinatawag po nating P3. Ano nga bang designation ni? Let me check lang po yung designation po ng Philippine variant ngayon. Kasi it was designated po na P3. Tingnan natin kung sino si Lambda. Ayan po. Okay. Right now po, the 4 major variants of concern are alpha. This is formerly called the UK variant po, no? Ito po yung naging dominant world variant and actually was in the Philippines na rin po. And this is the one that kumalat po sa UK. So it was called the UK variant. Now called the Alpha variant. The Beta variant, yun po yung ano yan kasi the Gamma is the Brazilian. I think the Beta is South African. Yes, the Beta is South African. The Gamma is yun po yun ang galing sa Brazil. And the Delta, yun po yung lumusot sa India. So there are many variants. Actually, the Philippines has a variant, pero hindi siya naging variant of concern. What does that mean? It means that, what is a variant of concern? It means na yung variant na yon marami nang nakukos na mga sakit. Okay? Like the Philippine variant. Though the Philippine variant emerged, and it was called P3. I don't really know kung ano yung Latin name niya. But anyway, it was known as P3 po. No? Hindi po siya kumalat sa mundo, hindi rin po siya kumalat sa Pilipinas. So it is not a variant of concern. So right now, the variant of concern is alpha, beta, gamma, delta. The delta is now the primary world variant. Meron din pong lumalabas na lambda. Right now, there's not so much attention on lambda kasi parang mas grabe po kasi si delta. So yes, there is a lambda and there's going to be more unless we keep vaccinating po. Okay? So right now, wala pang masyadong balita po sa lambda. Problemahin po muna natin si delta. But definitely, tama po kayo. There's a lambda and it's coming out of Peru. Not much news pa po. And sana hanggang delta na lang, ayoko na. Okay?
Okay, from Mr. Vic Torres Pineda, Arceo, Doktora, tanong ko lang po, bakit po pag nag-vaccine yung iba nilalagnat, bakit naman po yung iba wala man lang silang nararamdaman after vaccine?
Totoo po yan, Mr. Vic. Some persons, first of all, it's unique to the vaccine. Okay, I'll go to the vaccine first. Okay, ang Sinovac is now known to have minimal side effects. In fact, anecdotal evidence, wala pa ho rin ako narinig na masyadong nanghina sa Sinovac. Astra is known to have side effects, pero first dose ang matindi. Second dose, not so much. Pfizer and Moderna, may side effects din po. First dose, mahina. Second dose, malakas ang side effects. So, it is specific to the brand, okay? Number two, also to the person. But we do not know po. Right now, hindi po natin malalaman. Scientists cannot tell kung based on your blood type, based on your weight, based on your history, nobody knows po kung sino po ang magkaka-side effects at kung sino po ang hindi. Studies have shown also that most of the side effects occur in younger persons. Okay? So, yun lang po. Side effects will happen, but I'd like to reassure everyone, most of them are mild. And I'd like to reassure everyone din po na after 24 hours, mostly mawawala po yan. Kung meron po mga serious na nangyari, like allergies, pantal-pantal, mga nahirapan huminga, and this very rare po, no? Of course, we have to report this po sa inyo pong doktor and to your vaccination center. Okay?
Doc, that's all that we have for today.
Okay. So sa inyo pong lahat, the ECQ will start po on August 6 in NCR. And we are praying po that we will make use of the time properly and that we will be vaccinating po more and more people habang dumarating po at dumarami po ang ating mga bakuna. So yes, it is good to pray, but it is better to fight and then to pray. Okay? So sa inyo pong lahat, good evening.